section, we do have a new video game to talk about. This is another video game that released in 1993. It was on Sega CD. It is WWF Rage in the Cage. Now, at first, we started doing our research, and I'll admit, we never had a Sega CD. I never had one, anyhow. And so we have never played this game. But essentially, this game ended up being almost a duplicate of would be WWF Royal Rumble on the Super Nintendo and Sega. The graphics were pretty much the same gameplay-wise as the Super Nintendo version, maybe a little crisper. We'd have to see it side by side to really know. The biggest change in this game, though, is number one, it has the biggest roster of wrestlers of any other wrestling game up to that point in history, and it would not be surpassed until WWF Attitude would come out 6 years later. And this game featured 20 wrestlers. Another big change.
That's a lot.
Yeah, another big change is that it showed real video clips on this game because it was a Sega CD. But if you've ever watched video on a computer back in the early 90s, it was very choppy, very grainy. It was very ugly looking, but it was a video clip. I mean, they're right. It is a video clip, but it's very grainy, weird. But one of the coolest features we found while watching the gameplay was that Howard Finkel announces every wrestler, and then there is voices from every wrestler, sort of, if you can call it that, from every wrestler. There are voices from every wrestler after they get announced. So there's real audio clips, which was really, really cool. Now, when the Uganda Giant was announced, he just made clicking noises, and you could hear him patting on his belly. So he obviously does not talk. So that was a little funny that that was the voiceover you get. Instead of maybe his manager talking or something. No, you just get noises.
And Yokozuna is not nearly to size.
No, and Yokozuna has definitely thinned out for this game. But we will name off the wrestlers. It features Macho Man Randy Savage, Samu, Fatu, IRS, Lex Luger, Razor Ramon, Ted DiBiase, Bam Bam Bigelow, Yokozuna, Shawn Michaels, Rick Martel, Jerry Saggs, Brian Knobbs, Big Boss Man, Tatanka, Bret Hart, The Undertaker, Kamala, Crush, and Mr. Perfect. It has basically the same gameplay modes as the Super Nintendo and Sega version, with the only difference is there is no tag team mode, which is odd because there's 3 tag teams in this game. 6 of the wrestlers belong to tag teams.
Yeah.
So that is very odd to take out the tag team mode. Also, you can tell there's loading in the middle, in between picking your characters and the matches. Also, at the menu screen, when you pick your characters, you can click a button and watch another grainy video clip of every wrestler's special move. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then when you win the tournament, you can go through and wrestle every wrestler, win the tournament, and when you win the tournament, Howard Finkel announces you as the new WWF Heavyweight Champion and holds up the title. I thought that was really cool. And then they show a video of you celebrating your win, but it doesn't show you celebrating with the WWF title, or at least it didn't show Rick Martel, obviously.
Well, the video,
because he's
never held the title. So.
And this is real footage.
And they didn't record footage for the game. They took footage from wrestling and put it on the game.
So obviously he's not holding the title in the celebration video. He's just kind of the referee's holding his hand up. And then, of course, they at the end it says WWF Magazine, and there's a picture of a WWF Magazine, and it says the new World Wrestling Federation champion, Rick Martel, and a picture of Rick Martel. So that was kind of a cool little, add-on. But overall, the game, if you've played Royal Rumble on Super Nintendo or Sega, you're pretty much playing the same game. You're just getting a little added extra with the voiceovers and the little video clips. So it's just a little bit kind of cooler playing it, but they didn't call it the same game. It's considered more of a spin-off. Matter of fact, when we started watching the videos, we're like, should we even talk about this? Because we've kind of already played this game, if you think about it. It's the same. Yeah. It's the same tug-of-war style as WWF Royal Rumble for Super Nintendo. So, but I'm guessing since we like that game, we would like this game if we would have sat and played it. But unfortunately, we never owned a Sega CD growing up. So,
right, yeah, it was pretty much the same, but the audio was cooler.
Yeah, that was cool. Just having audio.
And it was clear. It was like very clear audio too.
Yeah,
like it didn't sound like distorted like old games talking does. It was like literal audio clips.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. But that's going to do it for our video game segment.